So Fatman.
So sleazy.
Nothing happened this weekend in wrestling, right?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Now this is going to be just...
There's no draft.
There's no draft.
There's no trivia. I mean, literally no newsworthy thing happened this weekend. So this is going to be just a bullshit show about nothing.
Tell me when you're telling lies.
Ooh, yes.
I'm not lying. I'm sitting.
Well, let's talk about that on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is a fat man.
Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Today, we have Mr. Draft himself. Brandon Dietz is here with us today.
All about that money, baby. Money's rolling in the wrestling business. It's a good game.
Money. Yeah.
I got money. Yeah. I got money. Yeah.
Fuck you, you bitter fuck, fat man. You wouldn't dance with us?
You guys get paid?
I always get fucking paid. I don't know what
Fair.
What's going on?
Yeah. Also, we have on the toe. Wow.
The toe?
So I was going to say the toke. As he was pulling one in, Ryan Williams is here with us today.
Hi,
Today we're going to talk about WWE presents Survivor Series WarGames.
Get it out of the way. Let's just not wait. Punk, come back, boss. You talk about that's the only thing people are going to remember about that show. I disagree because both WarGames matches were great, but let's just get Punk out of the way now.
I'm into that.
Did anyone watch the pre-show?
No, fuck you.
Yes, 17,000 matches on it, all starring CM Punk.
I thought it was like 4 stars in the Chicago flag.
Hey, we're not talking about Josh Alexander here. Let's calm
We're
down.
not talking about CM practice.
CM practice. Playoffs? CM playoffs?
That AEW shit, that AHL nonsense. We're not talking about CM practice. We're talking about CM Punk.
Yes.
So, the
honest
funny
question. Outside of the scorecard that we picked because it was funny, who actually thought he was showing up?
I did not.
100%.
I was hoping he wasn't.
100%. 100%. I'm like, this was, I'll be honest, I honestly thought this was Hunter's moment to be the man. To create a moment. That's what WWE is to me now, is creating that moment. We're not only going to talk about Randy Orton being returned, we're not also going to not mention the 2-time NWA heavyweight champion returning as well.
Sleazy gives one thumbs up. He's a 2-time sleazy. Come on. What's the other hand jerking off because there's so many Asians?
Yes!
We get...
Well, I was jerking off to R-Truth. What the fuck are you doing?
You got off my Kool-Aid. I'm the one with the jungle fever here.
We get the voice of the voiceless returning back home.
Well, I want to call him the voice of the voiceless. Let's just call.
I wouldn't say returning back home because it's not like Cody. Cody came home. You know what I mean?
Punk.
Well, okay. What? Ascending the mountain again.
Better.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
The cream
even on the scorecard. Even on the scorecard, it was the very first thing I listed. CM Punk right at the top.
So and the Eagles just beat the Bills in overtime. The funniest meme I saw was when CM Punk looked over and be like, "Hey, why is there people on the hard cam side?"
Yes.
Well done.
Oh fuck! No, mine was, and the Reddit for the week was, CM Punk's on my TV at Survivor Series. This must be a clue that CM Punk is coming back.
So
Fucking Reddit, man. Reddit.
So I was reading something before Survivor Series. So like Dave Meltzer said CM Punk's in town for Survivor Series. CM Punk lives in Chicago. No shit, he's in town.
I saw somebody post that picture. Look, CM Punk's walking around Chicago. And my first brain thought was the same thing. He fucking lives there.
Of
course he's
there.
walking around.
Like,
No shit, guys.
oh, in news and rumors, I got more funny bullshit from Meltzer. But
You
okay,
know what's funny though? The last thing I want to say is everybody that shit on Punk in AEW are happy with Punk in WWE now. Everybody that shit on Punk in WWE are happy with it. Like, everything has just been such a fucking amalgamation of this now. Being that it's fresh, over, under. Or, okay, the first A or B of the episode. Does he last the full contract, or is he gone before his full contract's over?
apparently, I got this in news and rumors starting now. He don't know a year length, but he signed a multi-year deal.
I'm hearing 3.
So I'm not sure how long it is.
So, A or B?
Say it's 3. Under.
Under, he's not going to make it the full contract?
If he's an attraction like a Brock Lesnar or a Roman Reigns, he's 100% lasting that contract. If he's there every week, he's not going to last that contract.
He's 45 now.
I think he got broke off on that Brock Lesnar deal.
He might have. Well, my thoughts about it, about him signing, change depending on whether it's a part-time deal or a full-time every week deal. I will say that. But I think for just to get the A or B over with, I don't think he lasted 3 years. Not because he's going to be pissy and take his ball and go home again.
Break down.
I think he's going to get injured, and he'll just call it a career. I think we already saw shades of that in AEW.
Yeah, he's injured all the time.
Yeah, he got injured twice, and he managed to still not fucking fulfill the full contract. Got himself fired first.
I said on here multiple times I never want to see CM Punk in a wrestling ring again. That is still true. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't run the company, and we're a wrestling show. So we gotta do it.
So fuck me, I guess.
So fuck me, I guess. But WWE, like Deet says, creates moments. That was a moment. I got goosebumps when he came out. Legit.
I had to go look at the stats of how many people attended the first dance and how many attended this one, because this is a lot of tribalism is going to come out of me that are sounding like tribalism. That was a bigger pop than the first dance pop. There was 2,000 more people in the building. So, I mean, sound numbers, obviously, is going to be bigger because there were 17,000 people at Survivor Series and only 15,000 people at
Also,
the first dance.
At the United Center. Also, the Allstate Arena is known with that roof. The acoustics in that building are every wrestler who's ever wrestled in Triple H even said it in the press conference afterwards. It's my favorite building to play in. The acoustics are amazing.
Yeah.
Even John Cena said when he was at WrestleMania 22, he goes, there was 14,000 people at the Allstate Arena. They sounded 1,000,000 times louder than it was with 80,000 people in Ford Field the next year. Just the acoustic, so that could have helped too. But that crowd was red hot all night.
Right.
All
Chicago.
night.
It's Chicago.
That Chicago crowd.
It's WWE who don't go to Chicago every fucking third week.
That is true.
Wait,
They
what?
do Chicago, though.
There's towns outside of Chicago.
Really? I
And
didn't
Florida.
know. I'm only watching AEW.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, New York, because half the roster grew up in the fucking Indies in New York and AEW.
Right? Hey, watch it. First
Watch
of
what?
all.
I watched it. I listen to you fucks all the time talking about these indie darlings. Who the fuck is Sean Carr? Fuck him.
Oh, God. I was waiting for it.
Who the fuck is Sean Carr?
I don't know who the fuck is Ryan.
David
Ryan,
Brown.
fuck gosh.
Should have been 12th. We only had 10 rounds.
Here are my thoughts about CM Punk. And all jokes aside, I think Triple H said it best. If you're the same person you were 10 years ago, what are you really doing? So on and so forth.
Oh, I'm fucked then.
Right? But a lot of people made it seem like he was talking about Punk. I don't think he was talking about Punk. I think he was talking about WWE. Because
he did say that we're not the same company we were 10 years ago.
Exactly.
He did say that.
They're not the same company 2 years ago.
No.
They're
Vince
really
McMahon
not.
is not there.
Yeah, so to sit here and say, and I know I posted about it, laughing about it, like, CM Punk has always said he'd never, ever, 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 ever step in a WWE ring ever again. He said, never say never, but I am absolutely saying I'm never stepping in the ring again. So, obviously, whatever. Wrestler safety is higher than it was. In general, people are getting time off when they need it. Case in point, Randy Orton taking 18 months off for a back injury. And how quickly doctors were on, and we'll probably talk about this when we go through the show, how quickly doctors were on Becky when she got gigged. Or busted hard way, actually. That was a gig. But on the other hand, was Punk being whiny bitch in AEW? Maybe. Has he gotten better in the last decade? Maybe. But like all things, truth's going to be somewhere in the middle. For me, I don't care about Punk all that much these days. I honestly don't see him where he fits here in WWE long term, really.
That's why I think he's on a part-time deal.
And that's the thing, is that if he's doing a full-time deal, I think it's going to get old quick. But if he's doing a part-time deal to hit, the Rollins story, the Reigns story, deal with Heyman one more time, and just hit minor marquee matches, then I think it's perfect for him. If he's working full-time, that's going to be a big, different deal. I believe, and we might talk about this later as well, I believe he's winning the Rumble. And I believe he's facing Reigns at WrestleMania 40. And I'll be shocked if he's not main eventing one of the nights at WrestleMania 40, even if he doesn't win the Rumble.
The rumor I read, because it goes in the news and rumors, but it's part of Punk, so we're getting the Punk shit out of the way now.
Mm-hmm.
That Drew McIntyre's, whether it's a work or a shoot, like how Rollins' thing was, looked like a work and it was a shoot, or looked like a shoot and it was a work. Drew's mad and is upset leaving because with Punk coming back, Drew's WrestleMania program with Seth is gone.
I disagree he ever had one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he...
Because the program's Priest.
Yeah, but there's the rumor mill of, we got 4 months till WrestleMania, and McIntyre is a former multi-time world heavyweight champion, or a world champion in the WWE. You know my issue. You're a former world champion. Outside of Vince McMahon and David Arquette, you're a credible threat.
Hey, you forgot to lump Vince Russo in that, sir.
How dare you?
Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion Vince Russo.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't forget Vince Russo. You leave Vince Russo the fuck alone.
Put some disrespect on his name.
God damn, I won't.
We actually have a special guest coming on.
So hold on. So thank you for doing that, for saying that. According to...
Fuck Dave Meltzer!
It's about Drew McIntyre. Yeah, he was very upset. As the night went on, he was less upset. As far as the reason he left, I don't want to give any wrong information.
That's what I went to say.
First of all, fuck him.
I will say that people in the company who told me thought it had to do with Punk. I can't confirm that. Only that's what people in the company thought. But he was legit upset about something, whatever it was, I don't know.
Okay, so first and foremost, that's all bullshit. Mainly because, there was a very small subset of people that knew that Punk was coming back. We're talking less than 10. And that's according to not Dave Meltzer, but John Ross Sapp. Even Triple H says that it was speculation up until the very last minute. They made it very clear. He made it very, Triple H, pronouns pal. He made it very clear that that he was hidden in the back. No one saw him. No one knew he was coming out until the very last moment.
Yeah, I read an article saying that he was going to come back. Like they were in negotiations 10 days ago. But I don't believe that. I think it was wait because Triple H said this happened very, very quick. So I wouldn't be surprised if Friday night, Thursday night, Friday, they had a conversation and met somewhere and got the deal done Friday night. So.
So before we continue on, we do have a special guest coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Heavy G is here with us. Hopefully.
My guy! I don't see a webcam, but my guy, where is he?
My boy.
Where is he?
Just as I said that, I think
He dropped?
I think it dropped.
God damn it.
Oh well.
Fucking Americans.
Well, yeah. When I get him back on, I will get him back on here. But
Now, have we wrapped the Punk thing in a nice little bow for now?
I got my thoughts out. So
Yeah, again, I think, to say what Sleazy says, I don't see the appeal in him. I see the appeal.
well, I see the money.
The money.
I just don't personally. I don't see me enjoying a 45-year-old CM Punk working matches right now because we just did that. We literally just did that.
But AEW,
There he
short
is.
on how they fucking...
Fuck Dave Meltzer!
Ah, good man. AEW, short on how smart, and I'll give them all the credit in the world, how smart they book Sting. They don't book anybody else as an attraction who shouldn't work that much as smart like that. WWE will be smarter booking-wise with Punk at 45 years old.
Yes.
I sure as hell hope so. I think they're going to use him very similar to an attraction like they do with Lesnar.
All right. Heavy G, what are your feelings on Punk returning?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that if you say you're happy or sad about Punk, if we can hear you?
I'm mixed. I mean, I like CM Punk. I just don't see where he's going to fit here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who do you book him against? Who do you put him with? I mean,
I think there's a ton of people you can put him with.
okay, but what storylines are you gonna? I mean, who you gonna put him? You can't put him with. I mean, he's not gonna come back as a heel.
No. Not
Okay,
right away.
so
Why not?
I mean, that's true. I mean,
yeah,
Between
I-
the five of us alone, I bet you we could book a 6-month face Punk run and a 6-month heel Punk run, and they'd both be deadly.
yeah, but
I mean, he has a built-in story with Heyman and Rollins, or Reigns right there.
right.
He has a story with Rollins because technically Punk brought the Shield into WWE. He has a built-in story with Brock because they faced each other. He and I hear a cat freaking out.
I know, he won't shut up because that cat's a CM fuck.
There is one name that
He
I
can
would.
face McIntyre. He can face Owens. He can face
Sammy.
Sammy. There's plenty of great matchups he can face. You can always build a story around it.
There's one name you didn't say. That would
Chad
be a
Gable?
very interesting one. What?
Chad Gable?
The American Badass.
The Undertaker?
Yes.
Nope.
And, hey, if we're even going that back, there's a certain glass-shattering motherfucker, too. That
I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
everyone-
I think Austin is more likely than Taker.
Oh, I would agree 100%.
Also, Cody. That's what
Yeah.
I thought you when you said American Cody.
Oh yeah, that's a nightmare versus the Badass.
I don't. I mean, before I think to me it was Pop in Chicago and everything else, and I agree with you with Mel Meltzer. Oh, he's in town. Well, no shit. No shit. He lives in Chicago. With what he's, well, his past is his past, and we all know what it is. How he left AEW. It just seems like you're gonna try to throw a wrench in the backstage, maybe. To me, I mean, I don't know. If you wanted shock value, you got it. But I agree with Fatman. I don't know if he stays if it's a 3-year deal. Like DT said, I don't know if he stays the whole deal unless it's like you said, a part-time, 5 months, 7 months on, 5 months off type of deal. Or basically like what Edge had before he left for AEW. I don't see when he doesn't
November,
get his own
December,
when he
January,
doesn't get
February,
his own
March.
way. Is he gonna leave again? I mean, that's what he does, and I don't know.
He's Mark Henry. That's
Yeah.
what he does.
Well,
Dude, they had this problem. They booked Sean fucking Carr.
yeah, Sean Carr would be there full time.
Shout out to our referee.
He'll
All
be
right,
there
we-
if it's part time. He'll be there. Rumble Mania season. Take a break. Maybe Money in the Bank. Maybe most likely SummerSlam. Maybe Survivor Series every couple months. But
You can go from Survivor Series to Mania, and it's about a 5-month run.
Mhm.
Fuck
Yep.
off, then come back Money in the Bank, which is what, June, July, and that'll bring you to SummerSlam.
Mhm.
Another 2-ish month run.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
against
My,
it.
my buddy Steve and I were talking. I said, he's like, well, who the heck are they going to bring him against? And who I thought, and he just said, no way. An interesting person to have him go up against right away, to me, would be Dominic Mysterio.
Dom
Yeah.
got to go over.
I would see
Holy
that.
fucking stutter.
Right?
I mean, to me, well, here you go in NXT, but think about it. Him going, and not like a demotion, but him going there, taking that title off of Dom, or maybe even getting if he's coming back for a belt, having him team up with maybe somebody. But I was thinking more along the lines of Jay and Sammy beating. You have Sammy and Jay beating Priest and Balor for the belts. Priest cashing in the Money in the Bank to beat
Rollins.
and then you have Punk Priest.
Or you have Punk beat up Rollins, because why not? And
Screw
then,
Rollins.
And then have Priest cash in.
True.
You can set up a feud that way.
I'm not against any of that.
There's interesting stories that can be told. 100%. I
But
think
then the bell's got to ring, guys.
Yeah.
A ding, a ding.
it's not even that. It's, will he play nice? I think that's what everyone else is thinking.
So, again, through my journalistic skills,
What?
Reddit, dirt sheets, all that stuff, CM Punk has more respect for WWE, the locker room, and how it operates than he has for AEW, the locker room, and how it operates.
Well, he
Really
called them
interesting.
children, so
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
Yeah.
difference between a playground and a college on
Yeah.
how they operate.
I'm
In the
tired.
moment that
I deal
CM
with.
Punk knew exactly what he was doing. He was getting lots of money to go play with kids. And now I'm going back to college, and I've got all these stupid kids' money, and now I'm going to make stupid college money.
You
I
think
mean,
He
it's
has
because-
more respect for WWE's locker room as a whole that he knows he's not going to get away with the shit he pulled in AEW, if that makes sense.
right.
here's the ultimate test, in my opinion, of whether or not he's back for money, fully back for only money and nothing else. Wait till the first Saudi show. Because
But
if he works the first Saudi show back, then he absolutely came back for money. And then and to be
So
and
I see
wanna
Ryan shake his head because
before I continue, or anybody else continue, I want to make this very clear. I don't fault him for making money. Okay? This business is about money. This business is about making money. This business is about filling those fucking pockets as quickly as you can, as much as you can, before you get injured to the point where you can't work anymore.
I
But
still
he's
disagree.
he
Oh,
shit
hell.
over he shit on those Saudi shows more than anybody else inside WWE or outside WWE?
So did John Cena.
Yeah.
And never went, and then went.
Yeah. And when did he go? Why did he go? The timing that he went. The first time he was without a paycheck is when he went.
You hold the fucking phone there because I do believe the first. When was the World Saudi show? When Shane McMahon became best in the world.
Oh, I don't remember.
Because he was
19.
supposed to be.
2019.
Because he was supposed to be at that show, and that's the one he didn't want to go to because Buddy died. Or they killed Buddy. Which was the Crown Jewel debacle show. Wow, a lot of terrible things happened on that show. Yeah, Cena had already gone over at one point, or was this the first one? Because he was going, and it was Crown Jewel 2018. He was going, he was announced, and then they killed that fucking reporter guy.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't good a reporter as we are.
Right. Well, that was kind of the point. That was the entire issue with people not going over started with him dying. And that was in October of 2018. So.
right.
Cena worked so just good. The first Saudi show was the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Cena and Triple H opened that show.
Yeah. And when was the greatest Royal Rumble?
April 27, 2018.
Yeah, before the reporter got killed.
Also, before he needed a paycheck. Lawyer.
Okay, fair, but I guess my point is that the scruples of not going to Saudi because they killed the goddamn guy
A lot of people
went
change.
out.
The whole
bring
point-
back Triple H. A lot of things have happened in the last 5 years. People change.
Yeah.
Well, I still don't get your point about if he only came back for the money, he's going to be on the Saudi show. I disagree with that one.
Because
Yeah,
that
he's
would be
gonna
the single
start
biggest
going
paycheck
back.
he makes. Because those are
Russ-
optional shows.
WrestleMania will be the single biggest.
No,
So,
absolutely not. Absolutely not, and you know that.
Yeah,
To
that's,
even think that is just no. Absolutely not.
That is a little bit much for you, Fat Man, because they said that the sales on one Saudi show was like 3 Mania shows put together.
Did
Right.
they?
Yes.
For money made, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, I did. All right.
They're $50 million paid shows. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Does Punk get all 50 million of that?
It doesn't matter if he gets 1% of that. It's the biggest payday he'll get in the year
at 45.
at 45 years old.
At 45. Let's get it right there.
I mean,
Here's the reality: we're all upset about Punk or happy he's back, but the reality is, I'm waiting for his wife to get back here.
God damn right. That's also. That's why I was kind of like hoping, like, knock on the door. I'm like, just give us 1 or 2.
Okay,
And
She'll go back she'll go in the Hall of Fame. That's it.
A or B? Is she in the Royal Rumble this coming year?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Next
Not win
year.
it.
I don't think so.
I don't think she's in this Rumble. I think she's in the next year's Rumble.
No, I think she's in this year's.
No, I don't think she's in this year.
Do we know where Mania is next year?
Philly. Or the year after.
The year after, 41.
The rumors.
Let's find
The
out.
rumor is Minnesota.
How close is Chicago to Minnesota? I don't even know.
I should know this because I drove through Chicago to Minnesota.
Like
It's
8 hours?
No, maybe, or 5 or 6 hours. I think.
I'll look it up as we're going through this.
Who's going to be the fastest on the draw here?
5 hours, 55 minutes.
5 or 6 hours.
Here's the thing. Yeah. I think we need to talk about the show itself because we've gone through a lot of this with Punk. I knew it was going to be a big topic, but I really want to talk about the show.
Can I throw something out here and I'll let you guys do what you guys do the best.
Well, be dickheads to each other.
But besides that, with your expertise in journalism that you got there,
There's only one person like that.
What,
Yeah,
journalism?
that's useless. I appreciate it.
No,
The whole I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it, but did they ever say anything about the legacy that Dusty came up with the War Games?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
they?
he did.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. 'Cause I was thinking because I didn't see it. I didn't know if I missed it or if I missed the show where they said it because I didn't know if they brought it up.
When
because-
Cody Rhodes came out, it's like
Yeah.
came out to enter the War Games. Like, well, his father invented July 4th, 1987, or whatever the date was.
Okay. But they
said
they
Dusty
didn't say
Rhodes
anything. They didn't say anything leading up to it. They said it at the show.
at the show.
at the
Okay.
show.
All right. Because I'm like, they didn't say anything leading up to it. You'd think they'd say, or have him cut a promo, that this is in my blood. My dad created these games and everything. I thought they'd at least have that, like in a promo leading up to it. But
I think they were too busy telling the Randy Orton will he or won't he show up story
yeah.
to do that.
But it'd been nice. I mean, you could have put. You could said about a legacy went into Dusty and then came back with another legacy and put Orton in there. But I can't wait to listen to the rest of your show, guys. Thank you for having me on there. I had to get into wanted to get in the Punk comments, see what you guys thought. Thank you guys again. Love the show. Thank you for having me again. Can't wait to hear the rest of it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you Thursday.
Yep. See you Thursday, Fat Man. Take it easy, guys.
Best Darn Sports Show, period 2, Thursday nights. Check them out.
Yep.
So, can we get in the show?
Yes,
This was
sir.
Why
a
not?
deadly show. To borrow
Women's
a phrase
War
from-
Game match. Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Sleazy's daughter. 33 minutes and 35 seconds. John Canton gave this 4.25 stars. Sleazy! You're the women's wrestling enthusiast. So many Asians.
Come on, guys!
Word everywhere.
So many
How is
Asians.
I not going to love this match? 19 million stars.
Really though, Fat Man, there was more slanted pussy in the phone book here in this match for him.
Right? So let me. I have to clean myself up after that one. But no. Here's the thing. When you had Damage Control come out and Kairi Sane is licking her mask, I lost it. That was it. Oh my goodness.
Sleazy, there were kids in your living room.
There were kids in my
Do I
living room.
need to call the police down in New Jersey?
I had to make sure that no one saw. But
I mean, it's small,
holy
so I mean,
right?
really,
See?
very hard, very
We've
easy
been
to
through
hide.
this. He can be small. The G spot's only 2 inches up in the little
Very-
curve.
I'm talking about Sleazy jerking off in front of kids. I mean,
That did not happen.
Did you just say
Allegedly.
Stevie took off 3 kittens?
Gross.
3 kittens. Yeah.
allegedly it did.
What the hell, guys?
Man, Stevie, you're so Asian. I bet you the first time you saw a pussy, you said, "Hello, kitty."
I love that.
Well,
I
he's so
absolutely
Asian,
love that.
he does eat cat for Chinese food. He eats pussy.
He's so Asian, his pronouns are he.
You guys are wonderful.
I saw it on a TikTok yesterday.
By the way, Kairi Sane is absolutely gorgeous. I know that's Sleazy's. Sleazy loves Asians, but I'm like, goddamn, she's actually pretty fucking hot. I mean, she's not Sasha Banks, but
Shit.
I mean, she's
Who is?
Right?
is.
The match itself, legitimately, was great. I gave it 4.5 stars.
What was it missing?
Thank you. I was waiting for it. Love the callback with EO. Love that Bayley was constantly working overtime to save the rest of her team. to kind of call back the fact that, all these women are very close with each other, and Bailey's now the outsider looking in almost.
And her own group.
Yeah, really. It was really well done. My main issue is actually similar to the issue, spoiler, that we're going to have with the men's war game match, is that the well-oiled faction lost to a bunch of random people that were fighting with each other. Really? The fuck, guys?
Dude, it's not a WWE Survivor Series.
Can they coexist, right?
Can they coexist and that team wins?
Right?
Come on.
But
it's a WWE trope that's been going on for years.
And I know, but it still pisses me off, and it still makes me rate something lower that probably would have otherwise been a 5-star match.
Not even close, 4.25.
But fuck you! First of all, we are a quarter a star away.
Well, you
fuck
said
you.
If the damage control won, it would have been 5 stars.
If
Wrong.
they didn't do the whole "can they coexist" bullshit.
I agree with John Ken, and that's actually going to be a theme for this show. Wrong kids died, 100%. Sorry, Sleazy, but your daughter should have taken the pin in that. She was clearly the weakest link. There's no harm in her taking a pin there, even though she did a very great job of making herself look like a star.
Yeah.
She did, with 3 other major stars. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The action was great. Told a little bit of a story with Bailey, trying to save her team, but failed. So, yeah, it looked like she got hurt at the end. I don't know what happened.
Bailey?
Yeah.
Was that no, that was Io that took the knees to the back of the head because Charlotte doesn't know how to do a fucking moonsault in 2023.
Hey, she's used to doing it on people who are taller than 5 feet tall. So.
Kyrie's 5'1". Fuck you. And Io is about the same height as you.
Okay, Ryan. Ryan raised his hand. Like a good boy.
There was 42 War Games matches, including the women's one at this point. Only 6 times have heels ever won a War Games match. Most recent being the Bloodline. If you thought a heel team was winning Survivor Series, no matter how well-oiled the other team, or not well they were, you're retarded. There, I said a bad
wrong.
word.
I thought one heel team was winning and one face team was winning.
But heel teams don't win.
I know. But it doesn't mean the wrong kids didn't die here. Because they did.
Not only
100%.
Actually, this would have been the perfect time.
This is the Bailey crack splinter. That's why they lost.
I disagree.
It don't matter how much Bailey tried to help. Bailey still ate the pin. Bailey lost the match.
Here's my second to that. They spent the entire time being a person down because the faces won the advantage.
And how many times have the faces won the advantage?
Out of the 42 War Games.
Like 3.
No, this would have been the perfect time.
To try to find that stat out.
We'll be here for another half hour.
No, it's going to be found, and by our next week's episode, I'm going to give you a fucking answer. But, every time I thought, I was like, they've had it. Faces don't get the advantage because it's fucking stupid when the faces have the advantage.
But this would have been the perfect time to put over damage control because even if they lost the advantage, they still won because they were a well-oiled machine. Because they needed to reestablish Asuka and Kairi a part of damage control. They needed to reestablish the group.
They built Bailey. WrestleMania is Bailey versus Io, and just be prepared that that's where it's going. And
that may be the case.
You still got 6 months built to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
They could have easily won this.
And WWE lately have been loving slow builds. This has been building for a year and a half now, and we're only getting at the nice peak where the turn's going to come.
Okay. I respectfully disagree.
No, this was all about Bailey, folks. 4 stars, but this match is all about Bailey. The hustle, jumping in front of things. This was 1,000% all her. She has to take the pin. Like, you have to. It doesn't even matter if they're a cohesive unit. Blah blah blah. You gotta forget Gaijin, right? Gaijin's the white people. Get it out. Get it out.
So I guess
Racist.
Dakota Kai, where she's not American but not Japanese, she's like the Pokemon evolution of New Zealand in between.
Get out.
Fuck, that's fucked.
But
Racism.
still great. It was a great opener. Super good. It started the night off real well.
That was probably one of the best women's War Games matches there's ever been.
I think it probably is.
I agree.
The best.
And Io Shirai, or Io Sky, or whatever you want to call it, has now been in every single War Game. Like,
And a fucking boss at it.
it killed me the first time NXT did a War Games and the Undisputed Era wasn't in it. It's going to kill me when they do a women's War Games match and Io's not in it.
Right.
You know what this match was missing, Ryan? I'll get to it in the men's one. Intercontinental Championship. Vata defends against The Miz. 12 minutes and 20 seconds. John Ken gave us 3 3/4. I'll start with Deets.
This match wasn't. Let's put it this way. Some people expected Miz phone it in, but dude, that was a hell of a match. That was fun, and it made it believable for the Miz to win.
Ding, ding, ding.
To me, it was awesome. It was great, and it felt like you can get comfortable with the Miz again. And then he loses to a Boston Crab.
Wrong, sir. He lost to the Lion Tamer. Get it right.
No, they called it a Boston Crab. You don't
They
call
called
it
it a Boston Crab, but that was a fucking Lion Tamer.
Don't give a shit. You called it a Boston Crab. That's what I'm going with, sir. That's what they called it. Lawyer.
It's not my fault Michael Cole doesn't know fucking names of moves. He's not Excalibur.
You Excalibur it. Moss Hammer
Michael Cole had the line of the night in the main event, and we'll
Yes,
touch
he
on
did.
that shortly.
Yes, I don't know exactly what you're saying.
Buzz, since Walter has passed the reign now, to me, every defense he has that they put any kind of story into it is going to make me believable that he's losing that belt. Chad Gable, it started with him. I didn't believe in anybody else. I thought Miz was winning that belt last night. Watching it.
Yeah, I put in my notes. I agree with Ken. 3 3/4. It made me believe, even though I knew Vata was winning, it made me believe for a couple of minutes. I'm like, are they really going to take the title off him and give it to The Miz? Are they really going to do that? I'm like, holy shit, they might. And Miz did not fall into 100%. The King of Safe style was not safe at all. Like, it was
Want that on a shirt.
the King of Safe style.
Well, I'll get the King of Snug style.
But yeah, it was a great match, better than expected, and that thing Gunther had, got to give him props too. He took the Miz's offense and made it believable. Sleazy.
Just an absolute fucking masterclass of storytelling up to this moment and in the match itself. Super hard hitting. Miz once again proves he can do literally anything in WWE. You give him anybody at any time, he will make it fucking gold. And this was no exception. My only complaint, once again, fuck yo finish. But at least it finished with something different. We went with a Boston Crab / Lion Tamer. It started off as a
flash. It wasn't a Boston Crab.
So wait a second. When Cole called it a Boston Crab, it was a Boston Crab. Then he turned it into the Lion Tamer. That's when he tapped.
I'll accept that as long as Dietz accepts it.
Nope, motherfucker called it a Boston Crab. We're going with that.
Well, that's on him. Fuck him then. But no, 4 stars. Love the match. I would love to see this run back again. It's one of the few times where I was like, I need more of this. Yeah, fuck me. Who, if not the Biz, who?
Give me after that.
Yeah.
30-minute Iron Man with him and Walter.
You heard Batman. He said who? Yeah.
I was thinking Kofi.
Okay.
I'll say, I like the idea of LA Knight moving the Raw. I really think the better champion for him to dethrone is going to be Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's getting one of the secondary titles.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Guess who's not getting a secondary title?
Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. Thank you for the segue.
You're welcome.
7 minutes and 40 seconds. John Cannon gave this 3 1/4. Dragon Lee looked a little off in the beginning of the match, but I don't know. That may have just been my perception of it. It just seemed weird. And then it's near the middle and the end, it kind of clicked. I agree again with John. Good match, predictable finish. There's no way Dragon Lee was winning this match, but it was a good match. Ryan.
I love Dragon Lee, but hate the fact that I hate the fact that he's Russian.
I love you too.
Oh, she said love you 3.
Whoa. It's okay when it's in a three-way.
It's okay when it's in a 3-way.
Yeah, I love
In the
Dragon Lee.
middle, it's
That's
an
some
easy
leeway.
Every time we talk about a 3-way, I love Dragon Lee. Fucks me up that he was a 2-time Ring of Honor TV champion every time I look into him.
Mm-hmm.
He's Dragon Lee 2 because his brother was Dragon Lee 1.
Yeah, Dralistico.
Yeah, not the dickhead Rush, the other brother.
Yeah. Your favorite of the brothers.
It's for Dragon Lee that there's no cruiserweight, light heavyweight title anywhere in WWE.
There's a lot of people that would benefit from that. I would agree with that. The 205 live title is missing.
They should have just left the division in NXT. Like, I get what they say, but like Eddie Guerrero was a cruiserweight champion. It looked like cruiserweight. And then him and steroids became friends, and he looked like Eddie Guerrero.
Wow, how dare you besmirch the legacy
How dare I tell the truth? I'm
Of
sorry.
steroids.
of steroids.
All right, Sleazy.
I don't get it. Were they not going to do the Carlito match? So I guess here's my question: were they never going to do the Carlito match?
I don't know.
Because this felt like literally 2 people thrown together. It made no sense at all that Dragon Lee was there. It was a warm fucking bowl of water.
Does that say watch the product?
No, it says Santos versus Dragon Lee notes. None. I took a shit.
Well done. Well done. 2.5 stars. Okay
What was
match
it?
for a house show.
Thank you.
I already said it was a warm bowl of water.
Yeah, but I don't like that one.
I know, but I like it every once in a while.
I do.
It didn't really do anything for either guy. And it didn't progress the storyline at all. Dragon Lee means nothing to nobody. Really.
Well, Mysterio was hurt, so they tried to sub the Carlito. I still don't know what the Carlito thing was.
I don't know either. If this was just a pivot because
Did you
Carlito
watch
was
the
hurt.
product?
Of course not.
So what
Kayfabe, you fuck.
What had happened was they are out
I know
fighting on they're out fighting on SmackDown, running them outside each other. They get into a brawl. They're split off.
We know this. I'm going back with Sleazy, saying was the Carlito match after Mysterio got hurt? Was that match really going to happen? Because they did an injury angle with Carlito too. So
Right.
was it going to be Dragon Lee all along, and they just threw Carlito in there because he was in Chicago? That's where SmackDown was.
Right.
So, or did Carlito get hurt at an indie show or something, and he just made the booking anyway because they advertised him? I don't know.
And that's the thing is that while Ryan the dickhead was telling me about how I didn't watch the product, they showed the entire brawl throughout the show, so I knew it happened. But the reality was, the obviously kayfabe, that was the reason, but the real reason was this always the plan since Crown Jewel or not? So,
Thank you, Ryan.
I get why you'd question it. I don't logically in my mind see how Dragon Lee was. No, that's a lie. Because I do watch the fucking product. And then I already had a couple of weeks ago of Dragon Lee standing up for Mysterio through all of this as well. They had already had Dragon Lee tied into this a couple of weeks beforehand and spoke about it anyways. So, possible. Highly possible because they put the work in on TV already. Match-wise, right kid died. Doesn't matter who. Santos should have won that. I'm kind of sad that it seems like Cruz and Wild aren't going to go with him, and I'm not going to get Legado de Fantasma on the main roster. But I don't know, because I never clicked the article. I was just scrolling through Reddit, seeing random stuff. There's apparently 2 NXT people being called up to go with Santos. I like that being a little to me, I like that being a little bit of mystery, because now I'm pondering, well, who's going to show up? Because I watched the fucking product, and most people are going to be like, ooh, or ah, or shit. You know what I mean?
and I'll be surprised the next time they get booked at a pay-per-view.
You'll say shit. I know exactly what you're talking about, so yeah, you'll say shit.
Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley defends against Zoe Stark, 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Kent gave us 3 stars. Sleazy! You're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
Who's going to fight me on this?
From the first match?
What's that?
Do you any jizzed for the ladies after the first one, where you jizzed all over?
There's no Asians in this match.
There's no Asians on this.
No Asians.
Wait, hold on. That just came up to my attention. Sleazy was jerking off to a match his daughter was in.
Just because she was watching doesn't mean that it was about her.
Biological daughter or stepdaughter?
Well, it'd be step.
Porn is taught me there's a difference.
Biological.
Porn is taught you a lot of things, sir.
No. It'll be biological. We've already been through this conversation before.
That might be.
Biological. Biological dollar, and I'm getting a shirt that says I'm a Bill Cosby guy.
I'm not ready for this right now.
I thought it'd be I'm a Marty Jannetty guy.
I think that's more on brand.
That I'm a Marty Jannetty guy? Or you're a Marty Jannetty guy?
No,
that we're all.
The shirt, I'm a Marty Jannetty guy.
I'm a Marty Jannetty guy.
Oh.
It's about a real daughter.
Yeah, you heard that story, right?
I heard the story, but I was just trying to make a joke without saying the word.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Oh, God.
That's fine. Well, you've already said one.
All right, whatever. Don't matter. Sleazy.
I have a big problem with the match, obviously. I can't wait for everyone to start fighting me on this. But it's not necessarily that Zoe was bad, but we just spent months building her up as this big monster heel under the tutelage of Trish Stratus. And then 3 months happen where she's in a fatal 5-way, and now she's the biggest face threat to Rhea Ripley.
She was not booked like a monster. She was just booked like a henchman that had some muscle, not a monster.
So I want to tie into this because we kind of had the discussion. You guys, I don't think, understood me. Rhea comes off the 5-way on top, beats everyone. Mm-hmm. And then somebody from the same 5-way match, obviously, just all of a sudden becomes, I'm stronger. She literally just took the shit out of
your chances of winning a 5-way match better? What's
But
that?
no,
20%? What's your
That's
chance
my-
of winning a singles match? 50%?
That's my issue.
Okay, if you and me were to go one-on-one, it would be 50%. But
Do
I'm
not
a
start
genetic
if you're not
freak.
going to say the whole fucking thing.
I had it fucking stapled to my goddamn wall at work. Okay?
Word for word, then.
Word for word.
Without
But
looking
here's
it up.
Oh, I can't do it word for word right now.
That's why I said don't start it if you can't say the whole thing.
The
No,
point
I
being,
100% disagree with Dietz. It doesn't matter Did she take the fall in that match?
Well, that's the thing, is that if she took the fall in the match, then I'd agree with Deeds. But she didn't. She was
She
an also
actually
ran.
looked like she could have won the match if it wasn't for Nine Jack doing the weakest kick ever.
But yeah, the character arc makes no sense. The main event's really off. I was not invested. 2 stars.
Sleazy, you know how wrong you are right now?
What,
3.5,
over
bro.
or under?
He's under.
One.
He's
Whatever.
under. This was a really good match. Besides for that one top rope spot where they tried to kill each other.
I mean, you might be right there.
I thought this was really good. Rhea took, again, this is kind of like Gunther Miz. She took the offensive start to make her look like she could win the match. But she was just a little bit better. It was literally the same, I won't call it the same match, but it was. It was the same match as Gunther Miz. I didn't think Zoe Stark was winning, but there was a moment where I'm like, hey, this could happen. So, yeah.
I think that was what my only gripe with the match was. That unlike Miz and Gunther, I didn't think Zoe Stark was in this match at all.
That's kind of how I felt.
Not a bad match. I enjoyed it and it did what it was supposed to do, but I just didn't believe Zoe Stark was going to win this match.
Right. Deets, you talk about it? I know you mentioned.
No,
something,
it's just for me. It's just I wasn't heavily invested in it. But the big thing was Rhea looked like she was in trouble, and she made it believable because she's an excellent storyteller. And once again, she can work with anyone. I would love. I don't know why I'm on a Chad Gable kick though. Just plug in Chad Gable somewhere.
Talk about
Chad
the
versus
women's woman.
Rhea Ripley?
We're talking about the
I know.
women's title match. You're like, Chad Gable.
Yeah, Chad Gable.
I mean, if we're just throwing random shit in, there's this WLC match you motherfuckers need to watch.
No, I'm just saying she's been on this huge, nice fucking tear. Give her the China effect. Let's see what she can do.
They did that. She murdered Tozawa.
Yeah, but
Some Asian. I mean,
Some Asian.
that's all.
Asians
Yeah,
always- Asians
but I
always-
still agree with Sleazy though. Two stars. I could have slept through this.
men's war game match. Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins.
That's not his name.
El Generico, Seth Rollins,
That's not his name.
and Randy Orton. 34 minutes and 50 seconds. Can't give this 4 stars.
That's not his name.
I said El Generico, okay?
It's fucking Seth freaking Rollins.
You didn't
The
specify. who you're
freaking
talking-
is the middle name. We need to learn to accept that.
First name Man, last name Tar. Man Tar.
What happened?
I don't know. You got knocked off for a moment.
Okay.
I agree with John. Surprise, surprise. 4 stars. You what this was missing, Ryan?
If you
This
said
was-
4 stars, there must be a lot missing.
Well, the one big thing was missing is that this match did not start with Arn Anderson. That is the major gripe of any War Games match. Arn Anderson is not the first person in the cage.
You didn't
Therefore,
say about an Ann Anderson.
Therefore-
Arn Anderson a drag for the women's one.
this can't be 5 stars because Arn Anderson's not in it. Just that way. But all seriousness aside, it's a great match that was built up well, told a solid story. Orton coming down to cash in. And we were talking about Punk returning at the end, but like, yeah, I think the women's one was just a see hair better.
Couldn't you say ant hair? It would have been better.
It was a hunt hair better. Just a hunt. Just one hunt hair better. But yeah,
You motherfuckers.
I said hunt. Sleazy.
A lot of great spots in the match, but here's the thing. I thought they didn't do a good enough job of really. You know how in a War Games match, there's like the ebbing and flowing of, okay, now the faces are on the advantage and they're going at it and they're rising up doing home spots, and then the heels take over and they do the heel spots. It felt like they didn't do a good enough job of like doing the ebb and flow a lot more in other War Games matches. Like it was a lot harder to. It's hard to explain other.
No, the pacing was off.
Yeah, it felt weird. Like all of a sudden, they're all over the place again. Like one moment they dogpile on the faces, next, for no particular reason, all of a sudden the faces are back. It was kind of weird that way. There was also a sense of, well, if Poochie's not on screen, everyone needs to talk about where is Poochie with Orton. Great that he came down to thwart the cash-in. Okay, cool, whatever.
But it was his entrance. Rhea interrupted his entrance is what happened.
Rhea came down, had it already set up, and then Orton came and his entrance.
Wrong, sir. The countdown clock ended. Orton
then
going to come out, and then
Rhea came out. Yeah.
Thinking he wasn't going to be there. Then Orton comes out.
I hate to be the weird person in the room to break kayfabe here, but you didn't see Orton back there as you came out? Whatever.
Sir.
Yes.
If you're not going to break kayfabe, then your issue with that spot should be the cash-in was never legal, as Rhea Ripley handed in the contract. As we learned with Miz via John Morrison, for Morrison cashing in during that ladder match, and Miz getting his briefcase back. Had the cash-in have happened anyways, and Damian Priest had lost, technically he would have got his case back because he didn't hand in the contract personally.
Lawyers.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun.
cool. Whatever. 3.5 stars. I've seen better War Game matches, especially on this show, but I've also
I was
seen
just
worse.
going to say, I've seen better War Games matches 2.5 hours ago.
Right? But it wasn't bad. It just wasn't blow off my socks great. That's all.
Deets.
So, 3.75. Yeah,
I hate you.
there we go. The Deets swerve coming in.
3 3/4.
Bro, Randy Orton. Oh, we're hitting the swerve.
You said swerve. So
Randy Orton.
they gotta pretend to be a different race.
Swole Randy.
Holy shit, yeah, Swole Randy. That's Triple H 2002 Randy there.
That was fucking Lesnar. That's fucking.
Yeah, he hadn't been that big in years.
Mm-hmm.
He was that Triple H. I just came back from double quads. Dude!
Because you couldn't do nothing else. Like,
Spent 18 months
he
thinking
did
about Riddle as he was pumping
lift
iron.
fucking iron and eat red meat. And eat that.
no bread, no
Juice.
water, just meat.
Just me.
Like, dude, and then he came out. He hit the spots. Gave me the itch. Hit the 2 double TDTs. Stupid RKO.
Stupid RKO too. Like,
Yeah. Like, could you have done...
3.75, folks. We've seen better, but this was nostalgia at the end and also there. It was fun. Canadian.
Yeah.
I agree with there was a better War Games match on this card than this one. I did thoroughly like this one. The RKO is going to stand out to me for a while. The only thing that if you're going to pick out on flaws that you guys I hadn't said yet, once Orton hit that cage, there was no heel.
No.
Goodness.
Literally, as soon as Orton hit, the faces dominated and won.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, that's the way it should have been. Because it makes him look like a boss. Also, why the fuck did Priest have to take that pin? Because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. Because he has to lose. As soon as you get Money in the Bank, you lose 75% of your HP immediately. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, I do not get it. That match should have ended at that RKO. That should have been the last spot of the match. Even if you had Cody cover him, it wouldn't be like, hey, there you go, Cody. You didn't have to hit Crossroads on Priest. Just be like, Cody, you can take the pin. That's all you had to do. That should have been the end of the match. Priest should not have taken that loss.
Cody pinned the leader of the Judgment Day.
Doesn't matter who he pinned. They won the match.
He just gave you a reason why it did matter.
It does not matter.
The leader pinned the other leader. That's the only reason why they did it that way.
No, wrong.
Not wrong. That's actually what happened.
That's exactly what. That is literally what happened.
It's what happened. That doesn't mean that's what should have happened.
Yeah, but I said exactly what had happened. The fact was the leader of the face team beat the leader of the heel team. And you said that was wrong. And
wrong.
That's not wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong through why that's why they did it. They did it because they got to make Priest look like a goober.
No,
You just think they did that because
you
of that.
did not say
No,
that.
they did that all the time. They do it to every Money in the Bank winner. They can't make a Money in the Bank winner actually look like a threat.
He's won 4 fucking tag titles since he's won Money in the Bank. What do you mean? You hurt to my head sometimes because I feel like you talk out of your ass and you don't actually hear words that come out of your fucking mouth.
All I hear was coming out of the mouth. But how long were those reigns? Like a day each? Who cares? It doesn't matter. He's taking pin after pin after pin. I can win the Intercontinental title tomorrow. I can lose 75% of my matches, win the Intercontinental title, and lose it a week later. What's that do for me? Nothing.
He keeps defending the tag belts. He only not defended it once. They lost it for 2 weeks and he won it back. Yeah, but he loses all the time, though.
He does lose all the time.
You know, I think we need to figure that out. Because I'm actually not sure. Because
Question for next week.
He lost that Crown Jewel.
That one match he lost means he loses all the time.
He lost at the one pay-per-view before Crown Jewel. What the fuck was that?
He lost at that one pay-per-view.
I don't remember anymore, dude. Like,
if you don't remember, then his losses obviously don't matter.
You know what this is?
I don't remember the name of the pay-per-view. It doesn't mean I don't remember his losses. I won the scorecard. Fuck all y'all. There you go. Happy? Fuck you, bitches.
I need to see because now I'm not sure. He's lost. He's won. He's won. He's won. He's lost. He's won. He's won. He's won. That was the title change. He lost. That was the title change at Fastlane. He won. He won. He won. He won. He won. Hang on. He lost on 8/21, but he won before then. It was the same night that they won.
Wow, he loses some lot.
He lost. He lost. He won against Apollo Crews. That was a singles match.
Apollo.
He lost. He won. He won. He won. He won against Nakamura.
That doesn't count.
And then the day before that was the Money in the Bank ladder match. So he's won more than he's lost on TV.
He said the day before that, since he's won Money in the Bank.
Yes, everything I just said
Okay,
was after Money in the Bank.
Okay.
I went backwards, intentionally so. So your hypothesis is wrong.
He loses all the time. He loses all the big matches that matter. Beating Apollo.
Oh, now we have to figure out how to make Fatman.
It's like Heavy G saying that the Big Ten is like the best conference, better than the SEC. But all he does is name the bottom end SEC teams, not the top end. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I don't know anything about that because I don't watch sports. Second of all,
you don't watch the product. It doesn't even matter.
Second of all, I don't watch the product, but even me not watching the product knows that he wins more than he loses.
He loses all the time.
Not in
Doesn't
my
matter.
mind.
You could
Not
be. How do I know?
on
You could
either.
be making that up. You can just be saying he won. How do I know? I don't feel like doing shit.
Cagematch.net exists,
Oh my
sir.
god.
Thank you. Sleazy don't know how to read.
News and rumors?
There's two that we didn't talk about. Oh, anyway, overall thoughts on the show. Excellent fucking show.
Great show.
Great fucking show.
Great show. Worst match was Rhea and
No, the
Zoe,
worst match
and
was,
it was still
100% Escobar and Dragon Lee.
It was not,
and that was still a good match.
First of all, this is my fucking rating here. You fuck.
No, you're a
Worst match on the show was Rhea Zoe, but still, that wasn't a terrible match. Come for the opening match multiple times. So 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10 for Ryan.
Ceilings low, floors high.
Ryan.
It's a good match. It's a good show.
That's fucking brutal. Even the 3 matches in the middle were good to wicked, and both WarGames matches were great. That's a solid fucking show. Again, tribalism out of me, though. What do I know? I got people that I read on the internet hated it. I got people that I read on the internet, oh, WWE's too cheap today.
I didn't hate it. Why are people saying it? It's a good show? It's 6.5 out of 10 is a good show.
It's like a fucking C average. What do you mean? That's not a good show.
A C average would be
Yeah.
7.5 technically.
B team, go, go, go.
Dave wishes there was a B team in 6.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You
And
underrating piece of shit.
Further proof Sleazy doesn't know what he's talking
7.9?
about. 2 other ruse and rumors. Angle said that he's going to need another neck surgery in early 2024. He's getting
fuck him.
all his disc removed with
He's getting metal plates.
We can rebuild him.
apparently.
Fatter. Balder.
That's
Older.
Me. That's me.
That was also a 2CW show.
It was. And
Balder?
there is feelings.
Fatter, older, balder. Was there-
According to
Fuck
Dave
Dave Meltzer.
Dave!
I hope he listens.
the feeling with the WWE is that MJF has already signed his contract with AEW and they're not even going to bother talking to him.
No shit.
Nah, good for him. Get money. Get paid.
I don't.
They had CM Punk, and CM Punk barely put his ratings up. They put him up, but they barely put his ratings up. Them signing Will Ospreay ain't gonna do shit for AEW. And as much as I've read about, the AEW won because they got Ospreay, boss, if nobody's watching your product, it don't matter if we're having 7-star matches. Me and Fat Man watch Impact all the time. It's the best fucking wrestling on the go. Nobody watches it, nobody cares.
I do have a question for you, sir. A or B? Danielson and Cole, or Punk Orton?
Punk Orton.
For what? What are we doing?
Or special returns, doing a double return in the same.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was technically a double return.
No.
yeah, Punk Orton.
No. How dare you? The special return is Punk our truth, you fuck.
Yes. Somebody caught it. But still, yeah.
Get rid of this motherfucker. He only comes on for trivia. How
And
dare you.
draft.
Okay, and draft. Okay, well.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted
And
by how many
draft.
times I've seen Damian Priest win on Raw and Cage Match here.
I'm always right. Cage match lies. Don't
Yeah.
believe everything you're reading on the internet. That's how World War I started.
What?
According to
Fuck
PlayStation.
Dave Meltzer.
Teddy Roosevelt.
No, according to Sony.
Dave Meltzer Roosevelt actually wrote it back in 1962.
Oh, that is a new thing. Deets, put yourself over.
Find me on the X at Legendary Deeds. We talk shit. Get some. Actually, we've been having a lot of fun. So,
Have you, though?
Ryan, you missed a special announcement on the anniversary show on who was going into the Hall of Fame. You missed
Oh,
it.
yeah, I had to leave early. Who's going in?
So, the Notebook went into the Hall of Fame.
Ah, nice. Well, but not specifically the paper toss.
Not
more
not
iconic
yet.
than the Notebook.
The paper toss is still relatively new.
But it got over quicker. It's like Sable and Mark Miro.
It is. You're 100% true. But the Notebook has been here since day one. So
Ish.
it's actually been on more shows than Sleazy has. So it deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Okay.
If you don't
Ryan,
find
put yourself over.
first off, if you don't find a tuxedo sticker to put on the Notebook when you put it in the Hall of Fame, it doesn't count.
I also agree with that.
Can it be a tuxedo T-shirt sticker? Because
Obviously.
Yes.
because it says I want. It says
Notebook is dressed nice, but he knows you want to party.
right. I was just gonna say that. It's like I want to say classy, but it also says I like to party.
Brian Buckach on Reddit and Twitter, while Twitter is still alive, and I've given you enough Reddit gold tonight.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Reddit gold. I'm at TWS Sleazy.
TWS-Fatman.
We are SleazyFatman on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Please go on over there and give us a like. Videos you can find at twitch.tv/SleazyFatman, youtube.com/SleazyFatman, and premium videos on onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. You can find all sorts of content at thewrestlingshow.com, including articles, merch, and a bunch of other cool stuff. We have 4 more days left for our sale at wrestlingshow.com/shop. At TWS11 at checkout, gives you 11% off all of your merch. You can get this podcast every Saturday morning at wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. Actually, it's now YouTube Music, but whatever. Don't hesitate to rate us on your favorite platform and click automatic downloads. It really does help us out. So with thanks to Dietz, a special thank, actually, before I forget, a special thanks to Heavy G for hopping on the show. Thanks to Brandon Dietz for coming on the show. Thank you. A special thank you to the Master Blunt Roller. What the hell? Okay, whatever. A special thank you to Ryan Williams, and as always for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan and his alleged coke habit. A hot dog's not a sandwich. A subway's not a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. And I was going to get a special guest for next week. They can't make it. So we may be doing a draft?
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain.